of some company are just following the engineering controls, education. Okay, educate the people, the drivers, the CDL, commercial driving license drivers. Then the authorities, the enforcement really enforced citation of tickets, uh, so many things. Okay, if you are only uh, successful, if you're really doing religiously the implementation of the engineering, like the infrastructure, the roadways are safe, there are shoulders on the road, for example, complete with all the warning signs, the regulatory signs or mandatory signs, the informative sign, information sign, and the roads, the bridges, okay, the side rails, all of these are under the engineering. So the government, okay, the locality, or rather the local government will make sure that they have improved the engineering aspect the of the transportation or of the road. And then education, they have to send all these people, these drivers, to educate themselves, sending them to defensive driving seminar or defensive driving training, some crash courses, etc. And then also not in terms of the drivers, but also in terms of the enforcers. The enforcers have to be trained also, have to be educated also, because you don't want ignorant or stupid uh, enforcers enforcing the law. If they don't know the law, if they don't know the traffic law, if they don't know the what you call the rules of the road, then you will have problems, because the enforcers should be the one more knowledgeable, even more than the drivers. So if you have implemented religiously, completely the engineering aspect of the road, okay, road management and education for the drivers and for the enforcers, and the full enforcement without exemption, without exception. So there will be reduction of road traffic accident, if you're doing this. Okay. So what is the driving requirement? Okay, the driving requirement should be there should be knowledge of the drivers as well as the enforcers and other road users. Okay, not even in terms of the motorist or motor vehicles, but also in terms of the motorcycles, in terms of the bicycles. They're also road users, and also in terms of the pedestrians. Even the pedestrians should have knowledge. And when are the crossing zones? When should they cross? And they should not be doing jaywalking and things like that. No, there should be knowledge, but the big chunk of the knowledge should be related to the drivers. They should have knowledge, especially the rules of the road. And then skills, they should have skills. They know how to handle the vehicle. They know about their vehicles. They know about the capability of the vehicles in terms of the brakes, in terms of the steering wheel, in terms of the ABS or anti-lock braking system. In terms of, they know how to make a maneuvering, you know, to evade some crashes. They know how to handle when the vehicle experience skidding or sliding in some really bad road conditions, like icy roads, like wet roads, like oily roads. Most likely the vehicle will skid. And also when it comes to tire blowouts, they know how to handle the vehicle when the tire blowouts happen. And before that happened, it can be prevented actually if the driver is doing a pre-trip inspection of the vehicle. He should inspect the tires. He should inspect the brakes. He should, try to listen to the engine if the engine is doing good, is whether the engine is running good. So even the maintenance part, the minor maintenance should be learned by the drivers. Uh, so that's why skills of the driver in terms of negotiating on the road, negotiating on the bends, negotiating on hilly road, negotiating on downhill, try to pass heavy vehicles in front of him. You know, so those are the skills that the drivers requires. And attitude, or it could be behavior could be added on this. So the attitude of the driver is that, so the driver is yielding more, taking care of others, not you know maintaining a good courtesy to others. So this is what you call, in short, this is all what they call competency, because competency is comprised of knowledge, skills, attitude, and behavior. So the driver should have all this, uh, you know, in order for the driver to be successful in his job as a driver, and be able to avoid, issues on the road, avoid road rage, because having a positive mental attitude. So the driver will be able to avoid road rage, and knowledge of the rules of the road. Okay, so what does it mean when you see a solid white line? What does it mean when you see a broken white line? What does it mean when you see between, this is between lanes, a solid yellow line? What does it mean when when you see that? So you got knowledge. What does it mean? What does the warning sign means? So like for example, you look at a triangle shape, so that you know already that it's a